Today I'm going to be doing an update with you, or this evening I'm going to be doing an update with you on the new Paco Rabanne Phantom Intense. This thing is a fingerprint magnet and I have a gripe about this. If you're interested in buying this fragrance, stay tuned because I'm going to try and explain this as best as possible. What is good, YouTube? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Mikey Cologne and thank you very much for tuning in today. That is right, I'm here to talk about Paco Rabanne Phantom Intense. I've been wearing this now for 5 days solid, so I've got a good read on the fragrance, and I do have a gripe about it. Scent wise, I enjoy it, so that is a plus, I suppose, but we're going to get into it. This is a 50ml bottle and it's got a black to blue gradient, as you can see. Atomizer, not bad. It does smell nice in the air. Right, the notes. It has got frosted orange blossom, lavender oil, lemon, vanilla bean, rum, absolute, cedarwood, moss, cardamom and clary sage. That is the notes that I've found for Paco Rabanne Phantom Intense. Now, how does it open up? It opens up fresh, spicy, a little bit fruity. The orange blossom mixing in with the lemon creates this, not citrusy, it creates this fruity aroma. Now, after a couple of minutes, that is when the lavender comes in. So the fragrance now gains or has an aromatic side to it. As a couple more minutes pass by, the woods start creeping in. Now, that fruity top fizzles out, but I get this like metallic lemony smell that lingers in the back for about or into the 10-minute mark. At first, it's not noticeable, but when that fruity top goes and the woods come in, that is when, like I say, a metallic lemony smell lingers in the back. But with this now, it's herbal, it's aromatic, it's woodsy. The spice is still there, but it's calmed down a little bit. Now, this is when the fragrance starts gaining some warmth to it. The vanilla comes in. When this goes from mid to dry down, here I get an earthy aroma. Not heavy in the back, but I definitely pick up something earthy. The fragrance starts out semi-sweet, and the more it dries down, it kind of loses a little bit of that sweet, or it kind of loses a little bit of the sweet side that it has. Semi-sweet, as it dries down, it warms up. The sweetness sort of not completely goes, but it calms down. The woods amp up. An earthy touch comes in. The lavender always lingers on my skin. When it first comes in, it's quite present, it's well known. But the longer this sits, the more it dries down. That slowly fades into the back, but I always pick up the lavender on my skin. There is no booze, or I do not pick up anything boozy in this fragrance. Rum, when you drink it neat, it can warm, or it warms your insides up. And this fragrance does have some warmth to it as it sits in the dry down. So maybe the rum is creating that warmth in this fragrance, but I do not get nothing boozy from this at all. I believe there was 4 perfumers working on this fragrance. So, I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, to be honest with you. I don't know how it all works. But the scent profile, it is nice. But is it intense? Definitely not. I get 45 minutes of moderate projection, and then after that it starts dialing in quite quick. Not to become a skin scent, but maybe it's projecting about a foot off the skin, and then once it gets to about the 2.5 hour mark, then it is a skin scent on me. I have oversprayed it a few times and it does last a little bit longer. And the more I've sprayed it, it definitely gives off a bigger projection. Like you can really smell it around you for a good hour and a half to 2 hours. But that was with 8 to 10 sprays. When I was testing it normally, I was doing 5 to 6 sprays. So overspray, it will last longer, but it's definitely not an intense fragrance. It's misleading really, because people hear intense and they think, maybe not beast mode, but they might think this is going to be an intense fragrance. To me, to my nose and on my skin, Paco Rabanne Phantom Intense, it is not an intense fragrance. So don't be misled. Maybe it's just my skin. Maybe one of you's like watching this might own this and it might be intense on you, but it definitely ain't on me. To me, this is more of evening time scent really. It opens up a little bit fruity, but that don't last for too long. And you have to, at first, I didn't really pick it up, but the more I wore it, I thought to myself, I'm getting something fruity from this fragrance in the opening, but it only lasts for a couple of minutes. And everything sort of happens over the course of 15 to 20 minutes. And then once it's after 20 minutes, it's dry down. So it changes, I wouldn't say quite quickly, but fairly quickly. So you can notice, or you can tell, or I can tell the changes in this fragrance. A little bit herbal at times, aromatic, fresh up top, woodsy, vanillic, a little bit creamy, warm, and like I say, no booze to this fragrance. I hope I explained that well. Yeah, like I say, this is more nighttime scent. The way it opens up, a little bit fruity, but the longer this sits and it sits warm, to me it's more of an evening fragrance. You can wear this going out, you can wear this clubbing, no problem. You can wear this to bars, you can wear it to dinners. It is an attractive, mass appealing scent profile. That is what I like about this. But my gripe is the longevity, because it ain't all that, to be honest with you. But what can you do? Sometimes you can't win them all. But that is my in-depth review of Paco Rabanne Phantom Intense. Great scent profile, it just ain't intense. Let me know if you've tried this. Do you own it? What do you think about it? I hope me explaining, or I hope my review helped you lot figure out if you're going to purchase it or not. Scent wise, I want to say it again, it's mass appealing, it's very likeable. I don't think no one's going to dislike the scent, but the longevity is to be desired, that is for sure. Right, I appreciate everybody's support, and remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore, and I will see you lot on the next one. Cheers.